The Queen City is the setting for our broadcast tonight. The view from the top of Charlotte with the Spectrum Center in the background. What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports?
Saying, but LaMelo Ball grew up in a basketball family.
It's led to this, Allie. Thanks for that. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Harden and Durant, they're the 2 and the 3. Nicholas Claxton out there with Joe Harris. And it's Champ in at point guard. And for Charlotte. Oh, hey! How about that?
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Harris with it, now guarded by Rozier. Here's Champ. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. All right, Grant, in the name of player development, if you've got a young team that's effectively out of the playoffs, do you scale back minutes for the veterans, even if they're playing well?
I would think so. Obviously, if the playoffs aren't in the picture, it's giving that remaining part of the season a chance for you young players to learn what the NBA is all about. So giving them more chances to play, resting the veterans, might be the smart move. There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket. On offense, here are the Hornets. 9-point game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was in Brooklyn.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Timeout call. The Hornets coming into this having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
And that's exactly what happened. Guys came off the bench ready to play. The offense didn't miss a beat.
Ball passes to Hayward. Back to Ball. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his first foul of the game. All right, here's a different question for you, partner. I'll be taking notes. Did you have a favorite city for food in the NBA?
Well, write this down, B.A. So my mom is from New Orleans, so I know New Orleans very well. And so New Orleans was my favorite city, no question. The food there, I'm getting full just thinking about it.
And he gets that one. He's got 13.
And guys, one thing that's triggered this run, their proficiency inside the three-point line.
To the middle, looking to win the run. Offensive rebound.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Champ, good.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
The ball's knocked loose. Here's Champ. Oh, wow! Oh, the devastating windmill jam.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Oh!
No, he did it!
Punch it home!
Nice! They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Rozier against Harden. That one drops for him.
And that ends their drought. You can feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
The three from Ball. Brooklyn with the board. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
The three is up. Charlotte again missing.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open. One thing you can give Terry Rozier credit for are those fast hands. You must keep the ball locked up when he's around because he's always hunting for his next steal.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Plumlee. The shot that time not on target. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Driving inside. Damn, good.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
44 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Rozier.
In large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Off the charts indeed, B.A. I mean, he's just taking the ball away with ease. And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's Ball. And again, another missed shot. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. A big difference in shooting percentage. Well, in this era of load management, Gordon Hayward says often
there's certain times where
Gordon trusting the team doctors, Grant.
Yeah, and as a player, that's some tough luck with injuries. He's got to heed them when they tell him to rein it in. even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Last season, the Charlotte Hornets finishing with their best record in the last 5 seasons. With the addition of LaMelo Ball, this team finally has some talent to build around, playing a switching defense and going zone the most in the NBA. Guys?
Oh, fun to watch. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
And so he hits both. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court, and opponents can foul to force your hand. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And let's use this time to take a look at the Player of the Week in the Eastern Conference, James Harden.
He has been the complete package and more over this stretch. I can't think of another guy who has taken his team's needs upon himself like he has. He's a one-man army out there.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Champ. On target from range. He's got 42.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Nabbing another steal.
He's able to anticipate their every move.
An absolute pest on the defensive end.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Ooh, poked away. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Out left to the wing. For 3, Smith. Brooklyn with the board.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Pass to Bridges. Outside Oubre. Inside. Here's Smith. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Oh, connects again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Bridges passes to Smith. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Carries checked in for Smith. And a change for the Nets. Mills is checked in. The Nets have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Harden from outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So both teams changing it up here. The 3 from Ball. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Another steal. Here's Champ. And there's... Oh, that was something else,
I mean, just
man.
Beautiful. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Washington. And here's Oubre, defended by Harden. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game.
One thing that always is there for Kelly Oubre, this guy never takes a play off on the defensive end. He can be a menace to opposing guards.
That's tipped. Bridges passes to Ball. Back to Bridges. It's Hayward on the wing to end the drought. And too long on the shot. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. And another one. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here's Ball. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Hayward outside. And here's Oubre from the arc. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Brooklyn has got it going from distance in the second quarter. 4 of 5 from deep. Champ. And yes, another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Yet another steal from him. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Off the charts indeed, B.A. I mean, he's just taking the ball away with ease. Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays. One
thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Unable to get that one. And so it's Brooklyn. Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. Seemingly flawless as the game got underway. They were knocking down shots and playing tough defense as they...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters... So far, it's been a runaway. Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Nash's 5. Harden and Durant, they're the 2 and the 3. Nicholas Claxton out there with Joe Harris. And it's Champ in at the point.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Knocked loose. Up top Ball. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Plumlee, no good. Brooklyn has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. To the wing on the left. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Champ, good.
Yeah, he's really giving up size in that matchup. But on the perimeter, he can find the room he needs.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
What would this game be like without their easy points off of turnovers?
Another steal. There's the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now here's Rozier. He's closely guarded. It's stolen. 90 seconds into the second half now. Champ, good.
I just love the ball movement.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you.
Oh, wow!
Incredible! Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Ball outside. To the inside. And there's Plumlee on the assist by Hayward. Plumlee's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
Here's Champ. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Plumlee, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, BA. Well, the players on two-way contracts getting expanded opportunities last season after the league eliminated the 50-game cap and permitted them to take part in the playoffs. The pandemic played a role, but, guys, teams are continuing to find contributors among these scrappy young players.
Well, it's all about opportunity, Allie. Thanks.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Ball passes to Plumlee. Back to Ball. It's Hayward on the wing. Plumlee finds Hayward. 5 to shoot. To stop the run. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Well, there's an accuracy and an assertiveness to Gordon Hayward. So good at getting to the mid-range game.
Champ, good.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
He swipes the ball away again.
Gotta be careful around him.
Man, he's been incredible at coming up with steals.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Puts it up. And it's good. He hits another one.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And he goes in for the dunk.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Nabbing another steal.
He's able to anticipate their every move.
An absolute pest on the defensive end.
I'll tell you what, fast break points have been the story here.
And he jams it home with authority.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Takes it inside, and the layup is good off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's Brooklyn, way out of reach with it. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same. Oh, get yourself!
Show us some power! Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
Smith outside. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition.
Oh, wow!
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And he caps his dunk off with a little extra flair, switching hands on that dunk.
And like he was in the air for an eternity. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Champ. Another shot. Again! What an avalanche!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Smith right side. Oh, Oh, and just miss after miss right now. And pushing it up the floor. Oh!
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Pass to Carey. Fast break, Brooklyn for the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
And he's all alone. Here's Champ. He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Now Smith. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Smith. From the arc. And Mills pulls it down. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 8 in this fourth quarter. Champ. And that one is stuffed right through.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Here's Bouknight. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Here's Champ. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And he comes up with a bucket. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their activity at the defensive end.
Yet another steal from him.
Steal after steal, he's been everywhere.
Just an historic pace. He's approaching third most steals for a game.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Oh, okay then. The reverse jam. Unbelievable.
Hey, man, I don't care who you're a fan of. You love seeing a reverse slam like that one.
That's the kind of dunk that builds reputations. Here's Jones. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Brooklyn with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive.
And got it! Another basket!
And he is simply unconscious. Nobody can stop him right now.
Boy, the points keep coming, and he's climbing that scoring ladder. He swipes the ball away again.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Just incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. Nabbing another steal.
A suffocating defensive performance.
And he's made history. A new good! That's another bucket!
And that ties him for third all-time scoring for a single game. What a remarkable night.
Boy, a game not and good! There's another!
The good times keep rolling for him. Now tied for second all-time in scoring.
Boy, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game. The defense, yet another steal from him.
He has been an absolute thief on the floor.
Yet another bucket.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night here. Out to the right wing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort. Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Nabbing another steal.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
He is so fast. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Kevin?
David, that's one of my most favorite stories you've ever told from our sideline. Thank you for that. All right, a chance to check out stats for Kevin Durant.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
So the Nets starting 5. Harden in at the off guard. Durant is the small forward. Then there's Champ. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the 76ers, front court filled in by Green at 3 and Harris at the 4. And Simmons is out there with Wayne Ellington. And it's Embiid in at 7. And late in this season, we see playoff teams, Greg, resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams doing the same thing?
Not as far as the league is concerned. If they're healthy, what's the goal? Throwing away games is not acceptable.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Simmons passes to Ellington. A baseline J. Embiid, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Champ. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
Taking it up strong against size, he does not lack for confidence.
Absolutely not. In his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size. They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start the night.
Knocked away. Into the lane, and he jams it with authority.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now here's Simmons. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Put that bucket in no time at all. Champ's got 15 points.
This game would have a different look if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, 100% from the field.
17 feet out, and the jumper is on the mark. 17 points in the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
That one drops for him.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Here's Simmons. Count it.
Incredible concentration from the Australian. Even when you body Simmons up, he's great.
Versatile players in this.
Ellington inside the three-point line. That one wide left. And, of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority.
Oh, see that?
Joe Harris.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Danny Green. Curry's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And Maxi's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Now, here's Maxi, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And Drummond kicks to Milton. Shot clock at 5. They push it up 4 on 3 from deep. And the Nets, another 3.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Hornets.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Champ. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And he gets it back. Harris, bounce pass. Nets passing it around. Here's Champ. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And now that's 35 points for Champ. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Passes to Milton. Good on the three-point shot.
Fantastic awareness from the big man. Drummond has an impressive understanding for when it's...
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. On the wing, Milton. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Dominating on defense. The anticipation and the length works to KD's advantage.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Champ, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And how about the look at the midair theatrics, switching hands before the slam.
Wow, added just a touch of class to that throwdown. And that one is good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Here's Harris. That shot off. Griffin with some nice D. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
2 points. That one goes. Champ's got 47 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
On the wing, Milton. Pass to Maxey. Shot to stop the run. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And one thing about Griffin and the injuries grid that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be. Yet another bucket.
And another 50-point outburst for him as he continues this incredible season.
Well, he's marching towards history, Greg, as we know. He looks to catch the mark for third most 50-point games in a single season, which is absolutely amazing. Poked away. Now, here's Maxey. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. There's the three. The rebound by Harden. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long. They can make this last.
Pass to Harris. And they're running. Here's Champ. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. 56 points for Champ.
I mean, you got to be honest, though. The transition defense just has been lacking.
He takes it in. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. The pass to Maxey. Down low. 1:58 left to play here in the half. Good, that's another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Well, for a lot, Chris, the mid-range shot has fallen out of favor in the past decade or so. Do you think that trend will go the other way at some point?
Well, let's talk about it, Kevin. The mid-range shot didn't fall out of favor with champions. Golden State, did they shoot mid-range? Oh, yeah, they did. Toronto, did they shoot mid-range? Yeah, I think so. Let's see, who was before that? LeBron's teams? Cleveland, Miami, did they shoot mid-range? Yeah. So I just want to change that statement and narrative. Everyone, check it out. Winners, yeah, they have mid-range games. Those that don't have any mid-range games, they haven't won a championship.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in the league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Champs checked in for Brooklyn. Shot from the top of the key, and got it! Another basket! That's 62 points, 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up! And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Curry on the wing. Defended by Durant. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. The 76ers making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Clock at 2. Goes up off the inbound. And Embiid throws it down.
That's the savvy veteran. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Brooklyn's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Here's Champ. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Peter.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. And that...
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
So for Brooklyn now, Harden in at the off guard. Durant is the small forward. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Champ. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Embiid dishes to Simmons. They get a hand on it. Here's Champ. Guarded by Simmons. Champ. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers shooting from the field. 44%. Not bad. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And slam dunk by Harris.
Showing off that athleticism. Harris is more than happy to slam it down like this.
Again, what an avalanche. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now here's Simmons. He's guarded closely. Harris draws the double. Three-pointer Ellington. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Simmons looking it over. Harris with it. Now guarded by Simmons. Here's Champ. Up and in on the layup. Champ's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
He swipes the ball away again.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Outside, Simmons. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Buries the long-range jumper. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Fast break, here we go. Here's Champ. Finishes the break with a slam.
Man, you can't leave someone open around Durant. He keeps his eyes up, makes a play for his teammate.
There's the... Oh!
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Embiid finds Simmons. And they double up Embiid. 4 on the clock. Green, no luck. And so it's Durant with it. They'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Green, the pass to Simmons. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. And again, that's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Danny Green. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. The Nets also changing it up. Blake.
Oh, wow! Nice. Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Another steal. And another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Curry's checked in for Wayne Ellington. The Nets have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And the free throw, no good.
And when you bring up the process to Embiid, he just says it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah, he's explained it a few times. I mean, it's a process from making the playoffs. Another one for the conference finals. Another one just to go to the finals. That doesn't even have you winning a ring yet.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Hills with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Champ. Look at that.
Patrick Mills.
Down it goes, jamming that one home.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Embiid, rejected by Harris. With 4 seconds on the clock, and yes, it's good.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
And so it's Brooklyn holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Reed. Shake Milton is out there with Curry. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Korkmaz in small forward. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle has been going for Brooklyn.
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Champs checked in for Patty Mills. Tipped away. All sorts of time. Springer, good. Springer's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, no, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the lead. That's poor defensively.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Driving it.
Oh! He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Lets it go from 11, and that one hits back iron.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Philadelphia's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Bembry kicks to Griffin. Here's Champ, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
Milton on top, guarded by Jordan. Here's Springer. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Looking to end the run. The rebound by Johnson.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And he drives in and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Champ, defended by Milton. Count it, good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
That one falls.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Here's Champ. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. The game now requires so much movement. Big men have to cover a lot more ground. We know that. They are on the perimeter, Chris. Does that add some strain physically?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows? But it's less bumps and bruises, which to me was more wear and tear. So I think every case is different. I don't think you
put a blanket statement over that, but you have to have some skill set today to get out and run, regardless of different positions.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Outside Gasol. Trying to end the drought. And he stays with it.
Gasol is the kind of guy that if you forget about him, he's going to make you pay. Nice work on the offensive glass.
Here's Champ, and that one is stuffed right through.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
And good, there's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Javon Carter.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to make matters worse. Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Springer. Passes it to Milton. To the wing on the left. Here's Reed. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much here with James Harden. James, this team adds on to its win streak. How important are nights like this as you move forward?
It was huge, man. We did an amazing job. We're continuing to get better offensively and defensively. Guys are stepping up, so we got a long way to go, but we're in the right direction.
It is not where you start, but where you finish. Congrats on the win. Back to
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks.
It's always happening in Brooklyn. The Barclays Center, right in the middle of all the action. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian. In Julius Randle's 7th NBA season, he became an all-star. He said, I've been through a lot in the NBA, the ups, the downs. You learn to take everything in stride and have patience. My mindset doesn't change, no matter what. Every game, I try to be aggressive and make winning plays.
Well, great story. Good stuff, Allie. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for DeAndre Jordan.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as a... But that's something that needs to change.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Barrett plays the small forward with Randle in at the 4. Evan Fournier is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nets, Harrison Durant in as the forwards. Then there's Blake Griffin. Then it's James Harden. And it's Champ in at the point. And Grant, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Something you'd know a little bit about.
Well, you know, B.A., in my younger days, I might have caught a few guys, but maybe we'll see a few highlights tonight, too.
Now here's Randle. The 3 is up. That shot off the mark. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Durant pass to Griffin. The 3 gets the 3 to fall.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough because... That defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Fournier for 3. That shot off. Here's Champ. Checked by Randle. Champ. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Walker. His last outing, he had 20. And the Knicks miss again. The Nets have gone 3 of 3 out of the gate. Here he goes. Champ, good.
And warming up the burners.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Robinson passes to Walker. Now here's Fournier. Shoots over Harden. The shot by Fournier, no good.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Champ, good.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more. He looks like he's going to get it.
Knocks it loose. From about 16. Ooh, for 6.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Now here's Walker. Tightly guarded. And the Knicks call time here. Last time they met was in New York.
And they want to avoid getting in foul trouble again. That's what really hurt them against this team last time.
Yeah, and that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
Rose is checked in for New York. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
Just brutal.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Man, they've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Champ. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Last 2 minutes to play. Jumps up. Wow. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
I also love the early energy that they've played with, pushing the ball every chance they get, exploring quick shots, and showing some serious fast break offense.
So it's the Knicks now, after the basket by Brooklyn. Now a timeout called by New York. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, their defense wasn't exactly solid in that game, so if they could make up for mistakes by causing some turnovers, it might have helped. They didn't even get those.
Aldridge is checked in for New York. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. Here's Champ. And the Nets get it back. Fires the three. Sinks it from distance. And he's got 28 now.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Now here's Rose. Trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Memphis.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Here's nabbing another steal.
With every steal, he continues his march towards the record books.
Looking at his season totals, he's got a good view of 3rd most steals in a year. What a defensive season for him. Here's Champ. And there's another one for the Nets.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Rose outside. Drives to the hoop. Champ, good.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And so it's Brooklyn with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be back in a moment. Well, a lot of...
We know what we have to do, and we know when we get...
Fred, it's great to see Rose still contributing after all these years.
Oh, and some stars, they can't adjust to a changing role like he has, but give Rose credit for
yet another steal from him.
All year long, that's been his thing, just pouncing on any chance to grab a steal.
And with that swipe, he is now tied for 3rd for most steals in a single season.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Long arms, quick hands, deadly combination forces that turnover to jumpstart the break.
Walker for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Walker's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad. And when you talk to folks around the league, no one has a bad word to say about Walker. He's just a good guy, a loyal guy.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the...
He swipes the ball away again.
And he creeps towards greatness with every steal he makes.
He has climbed his way up to the 3rd highest steal numbers ever in an NBA season.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
And the dramatic slam. A mid-air hand switch at that.
That was big league right there. And, of course, Kimba's nabbing another steal.
And the thief strikes again. He's piled up so many steals this season.
Boy, the effort has been there all year long, and now he is tied for 2nd on the list for most steals.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactics.
Another bucket! Wow!
Oh, my goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Yet another steal from him.
Another legend leapfrogged with that steal. What a year for him.
His defense has been out of this world, and now he can claim the second spot for himself for most steals. Pass to Noel. Back to Walker. And here's Noel. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Barrett. Oh, no good! Unable to end this run. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Julius Randle comes in for Toppin. New York has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Driving in, and he dumps it down.
You need to bring a lot of help to stop him.
Man, with his elevation, he might just rise above it anyway. Well, Brent, a lot of times left-handers are trickier to defend, but some say lefties tend to be less ambidextrous than right-handers.
I don't know how those guys play backwards, PA, to be honest with you. But really, it's about throughout the course of the year, there's so few lefties that you're not used to playing them. So you have to make these adjustments to guys, and it's hard to catch up. It might take a quarter or two before you realize this guy's a lefty.
Outside Johnson, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. Taking a look at some numbers here for Kevin Durant.
And he's taken a small step back offensively. He really hasn't been the same this month. As he was earlier on. He's lacking the intensity he had. He needs a new mindset and stop being passive and play with more aggressiveness.
Aldridge is checked in for New York. Rose comes in for Walker. Harden from outside. Buries it from 3. Harden's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Barrett. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Number 2.
Down low. Randall takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Well, Randall finding out some creative ways how to score on the inside, becoming smarter and more adept at doing so. He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Driving to the basket. Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely
BA. It feels like he can't miss.
Knocked away. Outside Barrett. Johnson with a double team. Back to Rose. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Randall can't hit.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Champ, guarded by Barrett. Aldridge pulls down the board. For New York, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Brooklyn's got 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Champ, guarded by Rose. Pass to Champ. From deep 3-point range. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Nets out in front, opening up a huge gap. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Watch it.
lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Harden at the 2 with Harris at small forward. Durant and Griffin the combo out front. And it's Champ in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Another steal. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Kemba Walker.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Good on both. And New York shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Champ. Count it. Good.
Their offense has been unstoppable. Just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Walker for 3. Brooklyn with the board. Now the Nets with it. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Tipped away. Here's Champ, and he drives in, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. The shot by Fournier, no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
The other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Walker for 3. Nails it from 3. Walker's got 6.
I mean, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pass to Champ. From deep. Nets keep it alive. Fires the 3. Hits yet again. Wow. Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
He goes up. And again. And there it is. 82 points.
This is a game that he will never forget. I know I won't.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Walker for 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Brooklyn has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Here's Champ. And the Nets, another 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
New York has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. And we're going to have a jump ball. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And the Nets with possession here. Launches a 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Good. He hits again.
90 points. A legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Off the charts indeed, B.A. I mean, he's just taking the ball away with ease. Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact, and there are some nights when you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
He takes it in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Poke loose. 13 feet out. Again, the net score.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
Walker finds Fournier. And there's the rejection.
So Griffin using the vertical on defense. That's a scary thought.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Claxton comes in for Griffin. And it's Mills in for James Harden. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Noel against Durant. Ooh, Durant with a steal. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Tipped away. Pass to Champ. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
Now Noel. Rose outside. No good. And they can't put it into the drought. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, we've got Obi Toppin. Also, Nerlens Noel out there. Alec Burks is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. 6 on the shot clock. Burks no good. Here's Champ, defended by Burks. Oh, got that one quick.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so it's New York with it. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Good! Another from three. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nets.
Their activity at the defensive end has been impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
And they've done a terrific job defensively, causing some turnovers, and then cashing in on those. Well, that just makes all the difference.
A dozen consecutive defense looks rattled.
Knocked away quickly outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. New York. So the Nets making a switch here.
Nets, DeAndre Bembry.
Here's Burks. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Nets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Claxton. And the Nets, another three.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And he commits the intentional foul. And some have said the pandemic increased the league's interest in a potential expansion. Grant, is that something you'd like to see?
I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean, it just speaks to the league continuing to be popular and continuing to grow throughout the world. So we all know there'd be a hefty expansion fee, but there's some great markets out there that love the game of basketball and would really embrace a team. You know, one city that comes to mind, Seattle. So maybe it'll happen. I'm hoping it does.
Here's quick.
Thank you, Kevin.
They've got great chemistry, David, just like you and I do. Thanks for that report. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. You've got Durant, Champ out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. And for the Clippers, the team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wings. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point. Taking a look at Brooklyn, this team has the ability to break their will, overwhelm opponents up 3-0 now, Greg, and looking to shut the door.
And there's a very good chance they hoist the Larry O'Brien trophy tonight. Unstoppable thus far in this series. All the wind is at their backs now. It would literally take a miracle to stop them.
From the wing, count that bucket.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
Over in the corner, Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
They don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not easy one to leave open.
Here's Champ. From past the arc. That's it. He's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition. And the look at that. Nice.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.